Black Ops 7's Ashes of the Damned is one of the biggest traditional zombies maps the series has ever seen, with 6 distinct locations connected by a series of roads, and an upgradable vehicle that can get you and your squad from point A to B. I sat down with Kevin Drew, design director, and Dan Laufer, associate narrative director, to chat about Black Ops 7 Zombies and what fans can expect when the game drops on November 14th.
Or be killed.
Ashes of the Damned is a spiritual successor to Transit from Black Ops 2, a zombie map also spanning multiple locations. Unlike Transit though, Ashes of the Damned's primary mode of transportation is a pickup truck fondly referred to as Old Tessie. Unlike the bus from Transit, which couldn't be operated, Old Tessie can be driven, upgraded, and damaged if you aren't careful. Its primary purpose is to help you get from one point of interest to another by traversing the deadly fog. While you can wander into the fog by foot if you choose, it likely won't end well without Old Tessie backing you up.
I always really loved the idea of Transit, which was this kind of having like real tension between destinations. And so it's been a long time since we've had something like that, and we wanted to give that another go, right? Like, what does that look like in the year 2025?
The truck is a big part of it, but it isn't just for transportation. Upgrades can be found throughout the map, including a mounted turret and the Pack-a-Punch machine. Yes, the Pack-a-Punch machine is on the truck itself, and it doubles as a boost for Old Tessie. Most of the upgrading takes place in a garage in Ashwood, one of the major points of interest on the map. The location also acts as a sort of hub. If your team abandons Old Tessie for one reason or another, it can be summoned back to the garage. Ashes of the Damned features 6 major points of interest: Janus Towers Plaza, Van Dorn Farm, Blackwater Lake, Ashwood, Exit 115, and Zarya Cosmodrome. Connecting all these locations are the aforementioned fog. According to Drew and Laufer, because Ashes of the Damned takes place in the Dark Ether, a mysterious alternate dimension or something of the sort, they can pull locations from different time periods and areas in order to create a varied world map. Ashwood, which resides in the center of the map, is from the 1850s, while Exit 115 feels like a throwback to Transit's diner. Despite each area having their own history, all these locations tie together thematically, but the developers weren't ready to say how.
So each area definitely has its own story and vibe, but they all very kind of tie very, very thematically into core story elements that will kind of carry forwards over the course of the seasons as everything kind of unrolls.
We don't know a lot of details about the story other than that the crew from Black Ops 6 was sucked into the Dark Ether, and they met up with alternate versions of the zombies' protagonists: Dempsey, Takeo, Nikolai, and Richtofen. Apart from Takeo's voice actor, the original cast will return, including Nolan North, Stephen Blum, and Fred Tatasciore. You can play as any of the 8 characters, and their dialogue will change depending on who's in your crew. Directed mode from Black Ops 6 will also make a return. This mode guides players through the story of Ashes of the Damned. However, like on previous maps, it won't be available on day 1, that way players who enjoy solving the puzzles and uncovering the mysteries can do that without spoilers. As someone who loves zombies but rarely has time to figure out all the hidden objectives anymore, I very much appreciate directed mode. In addition to standard and directed mode, Black Ops 7 is adding cursed mode. This is a high difficulty undertaking that harkens back to some traditional zombies mechanics, like limited loadouts. One example that Drew and Laufer noted is that Curse Mode will bring back the old point system, which lets you maximize your points by killing zombies in specific ways. Curse Mode also packs in some new side quests that unlock relics, which will let you further tweak the difficulty. This mode won't be available at launch, but it will be unlocked for everyone once someone solves the first main quest.
If Black Ops 6 is adding directed to appeal to more fans and kind of more casual experience, Curse Mode was the opposite. It's really made to bring something new to the dedicated audience, the people who find standard to be not as challenging as it used to be. So that was the kind of the initial just like idea, and we really wanted to kind of add layers to that experience, and we know that those people are always seeking like additional quests and Easter eggs, so we wanted to build something that just had a lot of that in there.
Alongside Ashes of the Damned, Black Ops 7 brings back survival maps which will let you play classic round-based zombies on smaller locations. These maps, at least for launch in Season 1, are locations from Ashes of the Damned. The first one will be Van Dorn Farm, the same map playable in the Zombies beta from earlier this year. Exit 115 and Zarya Cosmodrome will be added during Season 1. Black Ops 7 also brings with it some expanded loadout options. As Drew explained it, the augments, gobblegums, and enhancements have been expanded rather than redone this time around, so some of these upgrades you'll recognize while others are brand new. The newest addition to the Perca-Cola lineup is Wisp Tea, which summons a wisp after killing zombies that will help you in combat. Of course, it comes with a series of minor and major augments to further customize its effects, but those won't be available out of the gate. In addition, all returning Perca-Colas will feature new minor and major augments. There's also a new field upgrade called Toxic Growth, which summons deadly thorns in front of you that can hurt and slow down zombies walking into it. Frankly, there are a lot of new additions to the enhancements in Black Ops 7 Zombies, and I'd be here a lot longer if I went over each and every one. Call of Duty Black Ops 7's Ashes of the Damned feels like an ode to Black Ops 2's Transit, and it's exciting to see what that premise looks like 13 years later. The new and returning modes, as well as the improved augment system, makes this feel like the most feature-rich Zombies package we've ever seen. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 launches on November 14th.